So, good morning, everybody. You got your coffee ready? I've been enjoying coffee all morning. This is probably my fourth cup of coffee, so I'll be zinging all day long. Uh, welcome to my channel, UrbanSClady. How are y'all doing today? This is my third live. I'm waiting to see some people come in. I have a new channel that I started in January, and I'd just like to chat with a few people and see how y'all are doing. Try to grow the community here on the channel. While we're waiting for people to come on, um, I'd like to review a little bit. Let's see if I can get it to pull up. I'd like to welcome my subscribers. I now have 107 subscribers to my channel, and I'm very pleased with that because this is just a homegrown channel. It's not technical. I use my phone or my laptop in order to make videos. Generally, I put out 2 or 3 videos a week. I'll put out one video, long form, and then I'll put out maybe 2 or 3 short form videos of my 3 rescue dogs. And I also have a flock of 8 chickens. So welcome to those 107 people who have subscribed to the channel. At this point in time, when I woke up this morning, I looked at my analytics, and I have over 32,000 views. So some people out there seem to be enjoying what I'm doing. It's just making my days a little busier. I'm retired. I've been retired for, let's see, probably about 6 years now. Let's see, I retired, 6 years, because I retired when I was 62. Yeah, I'd like to keep my mind active, keep my thought processes going. So, what has happened this week? Has anything of significance happened in your life? This past week, I had quite an unusual week that took place. The temperatures here in South Carolina finally got up to be around 88 degrees, and I noticed that my house was not as cool as it should be. So I started paying attention, and I went outside and I looked. My air conditioner was running, the fan was running, came inside, checked to see if air was flowing through the ceiling vents. And yes, there was air flowing through the ceiling vents, but it was not cold. So I had to get on the phone with my son, who's a master electrician, and he has some knowledge of air conditioning stuff. And he said, "Hold on, Mom, I can't come until tomorrow morning." So we dealt with a little bit of inconvenience with the heat in the house, and then luckily the next morning he showed up with an air conditioner guy, and they took the cover off the air conditioner and looked, and there was a burnt wire in the unit. And that concerns me because this isn't the first time that it's happened. There's some kind of a connection that keeps getting overheated, and it gets burned, and to me that's a little bit of a fire hazard. But they changed it out, and they did a tune-up. They cleaned out the drain pipe. They cleaned all the coils, and they recharged the unit. And the air conditioner guy gently told me that my air conditioner was installed somewhere around 2007. So it's a pretty old unit, and that I'm going to need to look into replacing it. So have any of you had that happen? Let's see. Let me type that down in the chat. Has anyone issues recently? See if I can get an answer to my question. So going back to my channel statistics, this is not going to be a complete conversation about that, but I'm very proud in the fact that I do have 107 subscribers at this point. I That makes me happy that somebody's interested. I have had over 32,000 views of my videos, mostly my silly chicken videos and my silly dog videos. But I do have long form videos out there, and I invite you to look at my channel and see if any of those long form videos may pique your interest. Some childhood stories and just things that have happened throughout my life and lessons that I've learned, and perhaps those lessons can uh, help you to avoid some of the situations that I encountered. I've had 1,400 likes on my videos, had 56 comments, and 71 people shared the videos. So this shows that my channel is growing. It's not exploding by any means, but it is a steady growing channel that each week there's been progress, and that really makes me happy. Has anybody got any questions out there? Yeah. Coffee is so good. So let's see. Over here, that's a spot on my wall where a chair got too close and scuffed the paint. So it's not on your screen. It's behind me on the wall. Excuse me. I had a very enjoyable day yesterday. My daughter picked me up and we went strawberry picking because it's springtime in South Carolina and the strawberries are all nice and healthy and ripe. We had plenty of rain. And we went over into the Easley area of South Carolina to a farm over there that has pick your own strawberries. And it was really nice. It was very nice. Um, they had a little ice cream booth, and we were able to get some homemade strawberry ice cream, strawberry cheesecake ice cream, as a matter of fact. I had a scoop of that, and we had our let's see, I had my grandson and his wife, and my oldest grandson and his wife and their 2 children, and then I had my granddaughter and her husband and their little boy, and of course, my daughter, and this is a tradition that we have for, Mother's Day, and so every year on Mother's Day, we go pick strawberries, and, I know that it's not Mother's Day yet, but we had the next couple of weeks in our family is going to be very, very busy with different events. We have birthdays and we have some medical issues happening that need to be taken care of. Not mine, but it's not my story to tell. But that's going to be keeping family members quite busy. So we decided to do the Mother's Day thing a little bit early, and it was very enjoyable. It was 80 degrees yesterday, and out in the middle of a strawberry field, it was very, very warm. It was I ended up buying my basket of strawberries. So my little basket here, don't they look pretty? Try to try to get them in the camera. There we go. There we go. Um, Welcome, people coming in the chat. I see people coming in and going out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So anyway, yesterday it was 80 degrees and we were strawberry picking. And this morning I wake up and it's 50 degrees outside. Therefore, I have my house coat on because it's chilly. When I went out to feed the chickens, it was very chilly. And um, that's what I've done this morning. Well, I got up and I fed the 3 dogs, Jackson, Nina, and Holly. And the chickens are fine. They were ready to come out of their coop and explore the backyard. They love the backyard. Now with the chicken situation, this is an update of my week, folks. So unless anybody asks any questions, I'm just going to ramble a little bit and hope that people join into the live and make it. I'd like to meet some new friends. I have my live on Monday mornings at 11 o'clock. I'm trying to establish a community here. But in regards to my chickens, I started out with 10 little chocolate Orpington babies. They were probably, I'm going to say they were 3 days to a week old, in view of the fact that they came from uh, Myers Hatchery and were shipped to Tractor Supply, and then Tractor Supply had to get them out onto the floor in their little chick brooder setups. So I'm going to say that process took between 3 and 7 days. And when I got them, uh, they had tiny little itty bitty feathers starting to grow. So I'm gonna say they were a week old when I got them. Um, and I got 10 of them, and I got all of them the same chocolate Orpingtons. And that it was supposed to be, they were not straight run. It was supposed to be guaranteed female chicks only. And I can't remember the verbiage for that, other than they were already sexed and chosen and they decided they were girls. So I had one baby chick passed away within a few days, which is not an unusual happening. And then a few weeks later, I had put them outside, and I had another chick disappear. But they were enclosed. They were not just let loose in the backyard. They were in a proper chicken coop. However, something got one of the babies. So I now have 8. They all look very, very similar. They all look like little Hershey bars. They're they are chocolate. Some of them have some white tips on the end of the wings, or another little white marking somewhere around their tail feathers. And I've been watching for any signs of roosters in the bunch. And I think out of the 8, I might have 2 roosters. I'm pretty sure I have 1 rooster because his comb on the top of his head here is larger than the rest of them, and he has the little wattles down here that are growing faster than the rest of them, and he's a good bit larger also. So I've named him Clyde, and if he turns out to be a female, I guess we'll name her Claudette. The other little rooster, I don't see a whole big difference. The only thing that makes me think that it might be a rooster is that him and Clyde get beak to beak, and they tussle a little bit. And that's the only one that Clyde tussles with or challenges. So I'm thinking that I have 2 roosters, which will leave me with 6 hens, and that's plenty. That's plenty. That's what I was hoping for. Um, I was hoping for at least 5, but if I come out with 6, I'll feel very lucky because that will give me 4 to 5 eggs a day, and it's just me and the 3 dogs here, other than the chickens. So that will give me plenty of eggs to eat during the week. Um, let's see. I've had Buff Orpingtons before, prior to now, and I really, really like them. The they didn't have any Buff Orpingtons available when I went to get the chickens, and they had the chocolate Orpingtons, which I had never owned before, and so that's how I ended up with the chocolate Orpingtons. But I'm very, very pleased. They're very friendly. They're like little lap dogs. I can bend over and pick them up, and they don't go running off. They love their little cuddles. So, what else can I talk about this morning? I don't see anybody on the live chat. So apparently my thumbnails are not grabbing attention, or nobody just likes the idea of having a mid-morning coffee chat about anything and everything in general. So I may have to rethink this process. This is a learning experience for me. I've never done anything like this before. I use just my phone, my cell phone. It's right here. Using my cell phone with the camera to do most of my videos. Or if it's a sit-down video where I'm telling a story of what happened earlier in life, then I use my laptop. But I do want to show thanks for the opportunity to be able to make videos and to be able to grow my channel. And in the future, I'm having to rethink the live stream because it doesn't seem to have a whole lot of interaction while I'm live. So I see up here in the corner, we're up here in the corner, right there, there's 0 people and there's 0 thumbs up. I don't see anything happening in the live chat. And I do know that people are watching, once I post the video. So it may not be a good time of day. It may be the wrong day, maybe the wrong subject. It may be the wrong person. So um, I'm going to keep trying, and I'll change some things up. I'll try it on a different day, different time. My analytics do show that my audience watches mostly in the early afternoons. Well, early afternoons, I'm going to say from 6 to 9 o'clock at night. And that might be a better time to be going live. People might be at work. Not everybody's retired. But I was really hoping to gather an audience of retired folks so that I could meet some more people, especially local people. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. At this point in time, people aren't showing any interest. So I may have to just stick to the posted videos that I make and not be a babbling brook as I go forward in live streams. So I hope you have a good day. Um, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to finish my coffee. I do want to wish a couple of family members well. They're a little bit under the weather. They had a fever yesterday and they were not able to go strawberry picking. So if you are watching this video, I hope that you're feeling much better. So thank you all. And I'm proud of myself for making the attempted live stream. Y'all have a good day. Bye for now. Have some more coffee. There you go. Have some more coffee.